What every spiritual seekers need to know about psychological timing and divine timing. What do they need to know the difference between a physical time, psychological time, and the divine time or the divine timing? How is it tied to our soul contracts, soul lessons, and karma? And how is it related to our soulmates and other big decisions related to our life? How is it connected with our misery, with our problems, with our unhappiness, and how to master time? So if you're interested with this topic, stay tuned till the end of the video. Hi, I am Radhika Lakshmanan. I'm a karma transformational guide, and I help people to break their negative karmic patterns and heal their emotional wounds and create their new reality, a new life. And I help people to do advanced meditation as well. One of the biggest reasons for human beings' misery is their misconception related to time, especially psychological time. Shortly, I will explain the difference between psychological time, physical time, and divine timing as well. Okay, so time is very subjective. It's not only connected to our personal karmic patterns and higher calling, but also to our soul lessons and soul contracts as well. However, society imposes the same rule related to psychological time onto everyone. They have a time, okay, because they connect psychological time to human beings' age on earth. They have a time when one should work, study, get married, have children, grandchildren, buy a house, car, or even be on a spiritual path. They have different rule related to psychological time for men and women as well. Society's rule related to psychological time is very much fear-based and based on the limited perspective of human ego that is conducive only for the social structures on earth rather than for the well-being of one's soul's evolution and higher calling. Hence, most people are pressured, they feel pressured and rush to accomplish certain things prematurely, including their daily routine. They are pressured to make disempowered decisions from a place of helplessness, believing that they have no choice. They usually say that I have no choice, and that's the reason I did XYZ. In doing so, they have given away their power, their inner power, to others and their circumstances. We have three types of timing. Physical time, that is based on clock and calendar. Next is psychological time, and the last one is our soul's time, which is the divine's timing. Physical time, which is related to clock and calendar, is essential for waking up at the right time, arriving at work on time, accomplishing certain work, certain activities within certain time frames, catching up the bus on time, and many more. It's essential for that, am I right? However, do you know that our mind can influence our physical time? Do you know that if we don't take the right steps, we will not be able to align harmoniously with our divine timing? So we can look at time from two perspectives. One is the daily routine. Another one is related to big decisions like marriage, meeting soulmates, having children, separation, venturing into a new path, retirement, what else? Like making other big decisions, venturing into spiritual path, meeting mentors or meeting spiritual guides, and many more. Now let's start with daily routine. Most of us on the spiritual path know that struggle with money or lack of money is usually rooted in scarcity mindset. There is a limited subconscious belief that is operating from lack that prevent us from receiving the abundance of money that we deserve. Am I right? Similarly, one who has subconscious limiting beliefs or karmic pattern that there is not enough time, that there is no much time or there is no enough time to accomplish daily tasks or achieve certain goals, end up creating a reality that has constant time scarcity. They end up creating a reality where there's always no enough time for them. Okay, it's the same concept. This belief system makes us feel insecure and drives us the need to constantly control life. It creates a perpetual sense of rushing and urgency. Most of us end up spending our time either through rushing or end up procrastinating and end up thinking what we are not doing and constantly blaming ourselves for it. Meanwhile, some other time, we are constantly living in the future, living ahead, thinking about what possible, enjoyable or recreative or productive activities that we can do. Both mindsets prevent us from being fully present with the task at our hand. So this belief that there is lack of time arises from lack of presence and lack of self-awareness. Beliefs are thoughts. Beliefs are from thoughts. And we are not our thoughts. We are the awareness behind our thoughts. However, most of us are constantly living in our minds. We are constantly thinking about the past or thinking about the future while rarely embracing the present moment. We use the present moment as a means to achieve something in the future or to reminisce our past. Hence, we end up creating a society that's constantly rushing and living with constant sense of urgency. This obsessive need to control life, combined with this constant sense of urgency, has made us to create this generalized, uniform and so-called organized societal rules that dictate deadlines and timelines and schedules, especially for big events such as marriage, having children, career milestone, and many more, just based on human beings' age. However, we human beings are not one-dimensional being. We are multi-dimensional. We do not just have this mind and body. We do not just operate from mind and body. Instead, we also operate from our soul, spirit, and the higher intelligence that arise from pure consciousness. Each and every one of us have karmic patterns, soul lessons, and soul contracts that all of them are tied to divine timing. Do not believe some immature and ignorant manifestation coaches who claim that there is no divine timing. Each and every one of us have divine timing because it's tied to our soul lessons, soul contract, and karmic patterns as well. One can harmoniously align with their divine timing when they are aligned with their true self and deeply connected to the body that allows them to fully embrace the present moment. And from this alignment, we will be guided to take inspired actions from our higher self or true self rather than from our ego. You will be guided to take the right action at the right time to meet the right people and to get the right opportunities. You will be able to master the time and live life peacefully without constant stress, rush, or frustration, despite any so-called delays that arise when life doesn't move according to the ego's or society's timelines. When one is not aligned with their divine timing, they will become overly controlling, constantly feel rushed, stressed, and be in frustration due to perceived rejections, delays, or lack of time. This sense of urgency end up making us to have this sense of helplessness, and that prevents us from making empowered decisions. That leads to hasty choices, hasty decisions. Such individuals end up accomplishing certain tasks prematurely before their divine time arrived. They end up making disempowered decisions by betraying themselves and selling their souls. One's divine timing related to marriage and having children can be as early as 20, the age 20, or can be as late as the age 40. One's retirement from so-called stable job can happen as early as 30 or as late as 60. Okay, the divine timing related to retirement. One's career change and the divine timing related to that particular change can even occur during one's 50s or 60s, when one is 50 plus or 60 plus. And one's spiritual journey, one can embark into the spiritual path as early as the age 10 or as late as the age 70 or even 90. It's not one size fits all rule. Meanwhile, some people might have soul contracts with certain soulmates and might have to wait until their 40s to meet their soulmate, because they had to learn their soul lessons and evolve through some dysfunctional relationships first before they meet their true love. One might end up learning their soul lessons faster than their soulmate and might have to wait until their soulmate learn their soul lessons. Okay, they might have to wait because their soulmates might be going through some sort of divorce, separation, or some other karmic process. Okay, so it's not one size fits all rule. Do not trust some manifestation coaches who claim that you can manifest anyone as your life partner. Such coaches lack true wisdom. It's like blind leading the blind. Relationships are deeply connected to our spiritual growth, soul lessons, soul contract, and karmic patterns. Hence, societal rules related to age, time, and major life decisions are fear-based and are completely absurd. It's absurd because they generalize it. Okay? They apply the same rule for everyone. And that's the reason I'm calling it absurd. Because each and every one of us have different types of karmic patterns, soul contracts, and personalities. Okay? So the moment one does their inner work, aligns with their true self, detaches from thoughts. Detaches from thoughts. That means when they truly realize they are not their thoughts, they do their inner work and they release the subconscious limited belief related to lack of time. They begin to gain high self-awareness and begin to trust fully that they have all the time that they need in life. They won't even procrastinate. Okay? So once this trust has been established, one will be connected with their higher self or true self, and that will begin to transform their reality. They begin to slow down and connect with their inner being and experience profound peace and bliss. Not only do they end up creating their dream reality with joy and fulfillment, but also end up evolving spiritually with ease as well. They trust the process and trust themselves and trust life. They reclaim their true power and end up consistently make empowered decisions without betraying themselves or selling their souls. They are aligned with their core values, higher self, higher calling, and live a life with a high integrity. They know that no matter what happens, no matter the circumstances, they can always reclaim their true power and can always create a life that serves their highest good. So if you like this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think about this issue, about this divine timing, about this psychological timing, physical timing. Have you felt pressured by the society or the societal rules or certain time to make some compulsive decisions? Let me know in the comment section about your opinion. Please share it with others, because one of the biggest reasons for human beings' misery is the misconception related to time. So they need to know about it. Help them to know about it. Thank you.